morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jinsin Independent High School Interclass Debate Competition. Our topic today is you should do what you are good at rather than what you love. On my right is the government team from A1A, A1B, consisting of Miss Wong Woon Yen as the first speaker, Miss Carissa Yo as the second speaker, Mr. Jackie Fu as the third speaker, and Mr. Teji Yoon as the fourth speaker. And on my left is the opposition team.
A very good morning to all the members on the floor and educators.
And on my left is the opposition team from A1A, consisting of Mr. Wilson Ang Wei-jen as the first speaker, Mr. Chiu Jen-kun as the second speaker, Mr. Hugh Kong-chun as the third speaker, and Mr. Hua Wei-shen as the fourth speaker.
Good morning, everyone.
Now, I would like to introduce our team of adjudicators for today's debate. Madam Tan as the chief adjudicator, and the other adjudicator, Mr. Ong, Mr. Wong. I, Lisha, will be the chairperson for this debate, and Eating will be the timekeeper. Now, I'm going to introduce the rules of today's debate competition. Firstly, the maximum speaking duration is 5 minutes for each speaker and 4 minutes for reply speech. There's no extra time given. Next, during the rebuttal, members should not bring out any new arguments or new evidence except on direct refutation of material which has already been presented. Then, members will only speak when called upon by the speaker. There should not be any heckling. Besides, all speakers should attempt to both deliver at least one POI and to accept one POI during the course of the debate. There's no continuous POI allowed. It is considered as heckling. Furthermore, the first minute of each constructive speech is considered protected time during which no POI can be made. In addition, no POI and new main point may be made during the reply speech. Moreover, the government team must define the resolution. The definition must be accepted unless it is undebatable or unreasonable. Lastly, rules of the time allocated for the competition. Time given is 5 minutes. The first bell will ring after the speaker speaks for 1 minute, like this. After 1 minute, members of the opposition team can then raise the POI. After the speakers have spoken for 4 minutes, the bell will ring like this. POIs can still be made after this. POI time given is 15 seconds. After the bell rang, the speaker will have to stop. And after the speaker has spoken for 5 minutes, the bell will ring twice, like this. The speaker has to stop. Now, I would like to call upon the first speaker of the government to present her case. Time given is 5 minutes. Please begin.
Thank you, Chairperson and Timekeeper. A very good morning to the honorable adjudicators, the members of the floor, and my respected opponents. My name is Woon Yen, the first speaker of the government team. The topic for today's topic is you should do what you are good at rather than what you love. We, the government team, strongly agree with the topic because do what you are good at will have a high rate to succeed. And lead to the second point is doing the thing you are skillful can contribute to the society. And the third point is you can be successful in your career and bring financial gain. As the first speaker, I will be giving the definition of today's debate's topic and giving out the first point, and Carissa as the second speaker will be rebutting the opposition team and giving out the second and third point. And Jackie Fu as the third speaker will be giving the rebuttals and strengthening our team's point, and Tei An will be giving the reply speech and summarizing the whole debate. First, good can be defined as something you are talented and more skillful. Love is a great interest and passion in something, but it's not practical. Before I start my speech, I would like to emphasize that today we are talking about you should do what you are good at or what you love. So it means that what you are good at is not what you love, and what you love is not what you are good at. If you love something and also good at it, then today's debate is meaningless. First of all, everyone has their own strength and weakness. Of course, you can do what you love, but if you want to succeed, you should do what you are good at. Because you will be more confident in doing what you are good at and do better than others, which will give you a sense of superiority and accomplishment. These senses will make you more motivated to do what you are good at and have a high rate to succeed. For instance, August Tyson, who is a successful businessman in Germany, he dreamed to be a writer but he failed. He followed his father's bills to develop his career in business, and finally he found out himself to be talented in business and e-commerce. Therefore, he decided to focus on his career, and finally now his business is a successful one. He once said that his hard work and effort were not the reason of his success, but familiarity does. Besides that, Ben Horowitz, who is the co-founder of the most successful venture capital firm in Silicon Valley, said that if what you love is not what you are good at, you would be struggling for a lot. For example, you wish to be a singer but without good vocal. That would be so difficult to succeed. Of course, there's nothing wrong for you to do what you love, but first, you must do the thing you are good at and make sure you do it well in order to be successful. This is to ensure that you have the ability to support the living of yourself and your family. Once you succeeded in your career, you can only gain sufficient resources to do something you love because you will not worry about your living. Let me prove you something. Jack Ma, the Chinese tycoon, initially dreamed to be an English teacher, but he established Alibaba and his venture was a success. Now he officially retired as Alibaba chairman, so he is now doing what he loves, which is an English teacher. Hence, he need not worry about his life because he has more than enough resources to develop his interests. In fact, everyone in this world is born in his or her unique way. People might love to do something that they are not good at, but the effect might not be as good as their expectation. So you need to admit that your interest is not equivalent to your strength. Thank you.
Thank you. The first speaker has spoken for 4 minutes and 3 seconds. Next, let us invite the first speaker of the opposition to present his case. Time given is also 5 minutes. Please begin.
Thank you, Chairperson, Timekeeper. A very good morning to the honorable adjudicators, members of the floor, and my lovely audience, and my respected opponents. I'm Wilson, and as the first speaker of the opposite team, I'll be giving the definition of today's motion, providing some context and giving out my team's first point, which is doing what you love benefits in your job. Our second speaker, Jen Kun, will be doing the rebuttal and giving the second and third point, which is people will surely choose to do what they love during their leisure time and avoid regretting at the end of their life. The third speaker, Chong Jun, will also be doing the rebuttal and strengthening our points, while the fourth speaker, Wen Shen, will be giving the reply speech and summarizing the whole debate. The motion of today's debate will be, you should do what you are good at rather than what you love. There are some statements to be given up by our team, which is doing what you love is not harming others and yourself, and not doing meaningless activities such as sleeping, eating, daydreaming, and etc. Also, the concept of today's debate should not just be applicable to the choice of career field, but also in other fields such as study, clubs, societies, leisure activities, and others. We, the opposite team, strongly disagree to today's motion that you should do what you are good at rather than what you love. Now, I would like to start by talking to you about how doing what you love benefits in your job. First, as Confucius, the first teacher said, choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. What does it mean? It means that when you enjoy your job, it doesn't feel like working. There's more wisdom in you than you think. While you're doing the things that come naturally to you, your brain and body get to do what they love. And since they want you to do more of those, they reward you with good feelings such as satisfaction and happiness. If you're happy in your work, you'll be self-motivated, which means you will be much more productive and effective. But if you're not If you not feel happy, enjoy working. If your work, your unhappiness and frustration will decline. Your unhappiness and frustration will spill over in all areas of your life. Because it's difficult to compartmentalize unhappiness, all areas of your life will be affected by a negative work experience. There's nothing worse than having to wake up every morning during the week to mindlessly go to work without go to work you don't even care about. Every morning, Monday to Friday, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., you're just sitting there punching away time, doing something that makes you miserable, stressing about the work at hand. This is definitely not a way to enjoy your life. You're like walking zombies and machines.
PY, please.
Yes.
Can you prove that you do your things that you love, have no stress?
Yeah, because you're feeling happy and you're motivated, you'll keep on doing the things and you will succeed in the end. Okay, I'll continue. This is definitely not a way to enjoy your life. You're like walking zombies and machines. However, this is never really an issue when you're doing what you love. You're never forced to work somewhere because of monetary constraint. You truly enjoy what you do and you never really work a day in your life. So judges, let me ask you a question. How much do you like when you are forced to be someone rather than who you truly are? I guess not too much, because going against your natural great demands and extra constant amount of energy on your part, it's really draining and thus it's not sustainable. Moving forward, Steve Jobs has said that the only way to do great work is to do what you love. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle. If you are doing what you love, you will want to seek out opportunities for growth. You will want to get better and better, and the more growth and knowledge you gain, the more success will come your way. Knowing that you are making a difference by just being you, you will fill up with a sense of congruence. This strengthens you and makes you more confident in your abilities to deliver great work for your clients. But that's not all. That sense of congruence is not only a deep inner knowing you have, it will also be unconsciously perceived by others and is incredibly powerful. Andrew, yes?
Doing what you are good at, aren't it come naturally from you? Thank you.
I'll continue with my speech. Andrew David Osborne, the founder of Minifreeze Media, an award-winning production company and marketing agency based in Toronto, which specializes in corporate videos. While this wasn't necessarily his dream job, taking his leap helped him inch closer to his career aspirations. Osborne loved filming, and his dream in life is to be a Hollywood film director. But then he realized that if he could apply the same level of artistry and creativity to the film, his corporate videos would be cinematic and he would be proud and he'll have fun by making them. By thinking out of the box about how your dreams could be applied in ways that aren't immediately obvious, you can still make a living while getting closer to reach your dream job without losing financial stability. Therefore, we, the opposite team, strongly oppose to today's motion. Thank you.
Thank you. The first speaker has spoken for 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Next, let us invite second speaker of the government to present her case. Time given is also 5 minutes. Please begin.
Thank you, Chairperson and timekeeper. A very good morning to the honorable adjudicators, members of the floor, and my worthy opponents. I'm the second speaker of my team. I'll be rebutting the first speaker of the opposition team, and I will put forward the second and third point for our team. We, the government team, absolutely agree with today's motion, and we will prove to you why you should do what you are good at rather than what you love. Just as the first speaker of the opposition team said that, do what you love and you never work a day in your life. But I believe all that this advice has led to a generation of young people who are confused, frustrated, and moving from job to job in search of that elusive dream career, or overwhelmed with indecision that are about how to get started in the first place. As the second speaker of my team, I will be touching on our team's second point, that is, by doing the things we are skillful at, we are contributing to the society. For example, during the early 1980s, the mobile phone that was invented was big, troublesome to bring about, and very expensive. Now, the skillful inventors have invented a product with better quality, smaller, and cheaper one. They even can serve as personal computers. So, can you understand how amazing is that skillful person who are doing the things? In this modern era, many people interested in technological field, but they can't invent product that is cheap, useful, and convenient. It is because they just love in technological, but not good at it. So this shows us that when you do the things you are good at, yes.
Do you have evidence that prove that point you just said?
What points?
That you just say that they are not good at it. Evidence, please.
You can see that is it come naturally from you. That means it's you are good at it. So now I continue. Another example is comparison between people who are good at nursing or people who loves doing nursing. During this emergency period of coronavirus, how many nurses left who love doing nursing now? Do you think the nurses love nursing with their wholehearted now, as they are not allowed to go back home with their families and every day fear of being infected with the coronavirus that will cause death? That's why only the nurses who are good at nursing and knowledgeable can help the patients now. Now, I'll move on to my team's third point, which is by doing the things you are good at, you can be successful in your career and bring financial gains. Being good in a job is synonymous to having a higher skill level in it. Then you are able to produce profitable results, and greater will be your credibility and reputation too. Furthermore, if you are good at your job, your superiors are happy with it and will be willing to increase your salaries too. I would like to urge that not everything you love can be done as a job that can earn money. The society nowadays is very realistic. You and I, all of us, need money for a living. Don't tell me you don't know that. When you are good at something and find the right place to put it to use, money comes running after you like crazy. So, by doing the things you are good at, help you to earn a living for yourself and raise your family members when you are grown up. Therefore, rather than do what you love, I strongly propose that you should do what you are good at. Alison McWilliams, which is an author and developer of people and teams, say that only through a series of experiences that can help you to distinguish between those things you love and those things you are good at. So, where do you start? That is, do the things what you are good at. Do those things that seems to come naturally to you, then you can do with little effort. Look for roles that allow you to do those things as much as possible, with opportunities to grow in areas you are in. It won't all be sunshine and roses. That's the reason it's called work and not spa. But whether it's the industry or even the environment that you get to work and study in, find something that you are good at and find ways to do that more often. Once again, we the government team strongly believe you should do what you are good at rather than what you love. It's for your benefits. Thank you.
Thank you. The second speaker has spoken for 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Next, let us invite second speaker of the opposition to present his case. Time given is 5 minutes. Please begin.
Okay, good morning to my learned adjudicator, honored audience, and my respected opponents. The topic of today's debate is that we should do what we are good at rather than what we love. I, as the second speaker of the opposition team, would like to strongly affirm our objection for today's motion. The second speaker from the government team has told you about when you do what you are good at, you are contributing to the society. And now I want to object because there are many souls trapped because of the society needs. The society tells them to do what they are good at, and this causes them to have stress. They are not happy with their work and eventually causes suicide. Okay. Then you talk about you do what you are good at, earn money. Although money is great and Although money is great and can buy us the things we want, that can make them temporarily happy, no amount of money can buy time. Time is the most valuable asset in our life, and it is something that while on this earth we should spend most wisely. You shouldn't feel like you are mindlessly wasting your life away. Okay, first of all, let me clarify that doing the things you love shouldn't be restricted only in the career field, but also we must enlarge our eyesight into leisure activities as well as our life. Okay, allow me to give out my second point of the day, and that is people no doubt will choose to do the things they love during their leisure activities. There is no denying that adults will choose to do the things they love during their leisure time, like after working, whereas children will choose to participate in their favorite societies or clubs during their co-curriculum activities. No one will choose to do the things they are good at their leisure time because it is obviously unrealistic. Therefore, come the existence of clubs or classes such as yoga, Zumba, bicycle, mountain climbing, photography, and more. And people who are interested, and there are a significant amount of people they are interested in volunteering. They will participate in non-governmental organizations such as WWF, an organization which work in the field of wildlife preservation, SPCA, 慈济 Foundation, just to name a few. By participating in these non-governmental organizations, they can achieve the goal of doing what they love and also contributing to the society. Let me quote a Chinese idiom and please.
We say that the SPCA, the 慈济, that things is doing what they love. But if they are not good at doing their things, how can they contribute to the society to help them? Thank you.
No, I there in the 慈济 Foundation, there is definitely got some senior working at that. The senior also can tell and can teach the junior. And I tell you, no. Let me continue to my third point of the day, and that is avoid regretting at the end of your life. First of all, let me ask a question to my honorable adjudicators and all the members of the floor. Are you living a happy life? Yes. Okay, very good. Do you have any regrets about your life? No. Okay, first of all, let me do you have, according to Bruni Wang, a palliative caring nurse from Australia said that many of her parents listed, I wish I lived for myself more, as their biggest regret of their life. In the book, she said that many of her parents, many of her patients had not achieved even half of their dreams. Even half of their dreams they wanted to fulfill, and this causes them to regret before the end of their life. They wanted so badly to knock things off of their bucket list, but they
please.
Sorry, no time. Knowing they still have dreams. This kind of situation keeps fulfilling because those people are forced to do what they are good at and not what they love. And they are working so stressfully just for the sake of money, and by doing that they feel unhappy, they can't feel freedom, and I say they are working like a dead zombie and eventually causes them to regret at the end of their life. A famous Italian polymath of the Renaissance, Leonardo da Vinci, quoted a life without love is no life at all. Okay? Therefore, if given a choice, we should do what we love rather than what we are good at. And don't die with your dreams still in your heart. Don't die knowing that you live for someone else's dream and stuck yours under the rug. Live like the way you want and don't wait for anyone's permission. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The second speaker has spoken for 5 minutes and 17 seconds. Next, let us invite the Speaker of the government to present his case. Time given is 5 minutes. Please begin.
Hello. Good morning to the chairperson and the timekeeper, and the chief adjudicators, the judges, and the members of the floor, and my lovely opponents. I am the third speaker of the government team, and I am now to rebut the opposition team first and second point. First of all, just now, the opposition team first speaker has said that doing things what you love can benefit their work, and this will not harming others. And they say this will make them happy. I want to ask a question. You do the things that you love, but you did not earn money. When you want to buy a things like a shoes, a bag, you have no money. Will you happy? You are not honest. And just now, the first speaker said, doing things that we love will not have stress. Even though you do the things that you love, you will also have stress. Everything you do will have stress. Even though we do the things that we are good at, everything that we do, we will face difficulties. So we have the stress. You cannot prove that you do the things that you love, you will not stress. And just now, the first speaker also said that Steve Jobs has said, we must looking for our things that we are love and do for it. And you cannot, if you don't know what you are love, keep looking for it. I want to ask a question. If you keep looking for your things that you are love for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, this time will waste. So if you use this time for looking for love, why don't you use this time for doing things that you are good at? You can earn money. And the opposition second speaker has said that we can do things that we are love during our leisure time. Just now, the first speaker has said that do things that they are love as their career. Then now they say do things they are love during the leisure time. From morning 8 p.m. you start your work until 5 p.m. You do the things that you love, and after 5 p.m. your leisure time, you do the things that you love. Don't you be boring? I think I will boring because every day you do the things that you are saying. So we must do the things that are different, so we will be interested. Just like we do things that we are good at as our careers. Then in our leisure time, we can do the things that will make me happy, make us happy. Just now, the second speaker the opposition second speaker also said that many people did not fulfill their dream before they die. So I want to ask a question. If their dream is to be a billionaire, but every day they do the things that they love and they did not earn money, so how can they fulfill their billionaire dream? Okay, now let me strengthen my team point. First, we have a high rate to succeed. Doing things you are good at can reduce the cost of our success and bring us a greater success rate. We can find this explanation from the principles of economics. From an opportunity cost perspective, if you make a choice, you have to give up the other choice. However, every time a choice is abandoned, the opportunity cost of that choice is shown. If you choose what you are good at, you will give up the smallest opportunity cost and get the most benefit one. And our team's second point, we can contribute to the society. Ben Horowitz, the co-founder of Andreessen Horowitz, one of the most successful venture capital firms in Silicon Valley, advised us to find that things you are great at, put that into the world, contribute to the society, helps the world to be better. We do things we are good at, you are a professional in that field. You can invent or do the things that are good to the society. The society can use it. Why don't you do it? And our team third point, can be successful in your career and bring financial gains. Everybody has family, so we need money. this society is realistic. In conclusion, our team strongly agree that we should do things that we